Okay, it says I'm live. So hello everybody. This is my face. This right here, directly off screen, is a pile of packages. I also got some stickers. So I will open the video by opening the stickers. And there are no big boxes to mess with me today. So the first thing I'm opening is this sticker. Has a black cat on it. Not lazy, just burnt out. I feel that daily. So that was what was in the first package. Second package, another sticker. That's where I put the scissors. I do like it when they don't use big boxes to ship things. This time I got a set of 3 stickers saying, remember your why. Good reminder. Could be my motto for 2026. Who knows? And finally, the last sticker package. Three-pack of this tarot card mock thing with the book lover on it. So those were my stickers. Now onto the Killstar package. They had a Black Friday sale. Had to try things. So, I got 2 things. First thing, is this scarf. With a flower design on it and little tassels or fringe or whatever you want to call it. It does have a tag like the clothing does. It says you were a witch in every lifetime. I personally am not a witch at all. But this is going to be very useful very soon. Second item also says you were a witch in every lifetime on the tag. And this is a tie top that I will be wearing something under, of course, because I don't like cropped. But it has these beautiful spiderweb embroidery on it. Not the little rhinestones that'll fall off. So I'm going to try that on. Now for the main event, Thriftbooks. I got 3 of these packages because I placed a big order and they came from 3 warehouses. So, in bag number 1, we have 4 books. Book number 1, Witch in the House. Jade Delarue is determined to find the man of her dreams, so she casts a spell that brings a gorgeous man to her door. But he isn't looking for love. He's thrown himself into his work. He's visiting Jade on official business, and not even a blizzard raging outside her house or her spellbinding beauty can distract him. Romance novel, but it should be fun. Second book, another romance novel, The Boy with the Bookstore. Max Boyson looks good from a distance, but up close and personal, the tattooed, haughty Joelle Prima has been crushing on for the past year and a half has turned into a prime example of why you shouldn't judge a book by his cover. So I have been reading a lot, as you see with my shorts. This one will be a reread. Blue is for Nightmares. Another witchy story. This one, young adult and a horror instead of romance. There is a romance subplot, but again, mostly horror. YA horror. And Little Witches, a graphic novel. A graphic novel based on Little Women with what if the girls had magical powers? So that was in bag number 1. Bag number 2. Gonna have to start selling my books back to Thriftbooks soon. Here we have a romance novel, An Ancient Witch's Guide to Modern Dating. It sounds like a comedy. Thorn Scarheart, a 39-year-old witch who's having trouble landing a husband in the 17th century despite the help of the local matchmaker and an arsenal of love potions. After she lost her mother, Thorn was too caught up in life to focus on dating. Now she fears she may have missed her chance. But when one of Thorn's potion brews backfires spectacularly and she's hurled more than 300 years into the future, landing in a bustling city where her cottage has turned into a historical museum. Though the 21st century has its challenges, Thorn finds that while her chances of finding love here may not be perfect, at least they're not impossible. So this sounds hilarious for a romance novel. And another book, The Reformed Vampire Support Group. Vampires are dead. Unless they want to end up staked, they have to give up fanging people, admit their addiction, join a support group, and reform themselves. So, this also sounds like a comedy. With or without a romance subplot. Finally, the last Thriftbooks package. The Coffin Club, a former library book. Book 5 in the Vampire Kisses series. I will reread the first 4 books before reading this one because I forget what happens. Bad Girls Don't Die. Sounds like another YA horror about a haunted house. Another witchy romance, Witches Get Stuff Done. And this copy of How to Marry a Millionaire Vampire. This vampire just lost one of his fangs, sinking his teeth into something he shouldn't have. Now he has one night to find a dentist before his natural healing abilities close the wound, leaving him a lopsided eater for all eternity. Again, this sounds like a romantic comedy. So those were my Thriftbooks packages and everything else I bought since my last unboxing. I have a ton of books to get through, but I'm close to done with my current one, so sorry, something dust bunny in my hair. I will be picking up I'll be doing a lot of reading over the next few weeks. These Little Witches doesn't seem like it'll take too long. That out of the way. Goodbye, everybody.